It's 3 a.m. when a woman is jolted awake by a frantic call from a police officer. He claims her home is surrounded. Intruders have broken in. Her first instinct is to run to her daughter's room, but the officer urgently warns that leaving will put them both in greater danger. He tells her to lock herself in, barricade the door, and whatever happens, don't hang up the phone. Reluctantly, she obeys, until muffled voices on the line reveal that her daughter has been hurt. Panic takes over, and without thinking, she bursts out of the room, dropping the phone behind her. What she doesn't realize is that the officer on the other end isn't real at all. Moments later, he laughs and admits it was nothing more than a cruel prank. The story jumps to a group of teenagers, celebrating their latest stunt. Their game. Calling random people, spinning terrifying scenarios, and posting the footage online for clicks and laughs. We then focus on one of them, Sam, spending the night at home, distracted by his crumbling relationship with his girlfriend. While scrolling online, he gets a friend request from some unknown kid, but quickly declines it. Not long after, footsteps echo in his house, and someone jumps out, nearly scaring him to death. It's only his partner in mischief, Brady, the wild one of the group. Brady told Sam that since his parents were away for the weekend, they should have some fun and make prank calls. But Sam wasn't in the mood to hang out. He had just gone through a fresh breakup with his girlfriend, Payton, and all he wanted was to be alone. He went upstairs to his room to rest, but Brady was persistent and playful. He didn't want Sam sulking the whole night. Instead, he insisted they should enjoy themselves, watch a movie, have some drinks, and make prank calls to random people. Eventually, after a bit of convincing, Sam gave in and agreed. The two start their first prank calls with light-hearted mischief. Brady suggests sending a fake pizza to their arrogant neighbor, and with a grin, he dials the pizza place. But to Sam's shock, the one who answers the call is none other than his ex-girlfriend Payton. Sam panics, whispering for Brady to hang up, but Brady ignores him, carrying on the order while tossing crude jokes into the conversation. Sam is left squirming, embarrassed and irritated. Still, the night carries on with more outrageous pranks. They call one man to falsely inform him that his wife has died, and another unlucky person is told he has cancer. To Brady and Sam, it's hilarious. Two teenagers riding high on the chaos they create. But then, the tables turn. The phone suddenly rings, not someone they chose to prank, but someone calling them. He asks them a simple question.
Are you having fun?
Brady laughs it off, confidently answering yes, still believing it's just part of the game. But the stranger doesn't stop there. He begins mocking them, pointing out how they laugh at other people's misery and fear. The light-hearted mood in the room starts to shift into unease. The mysterious caller warns the boys that they'll soon regret their actions, but Brady and Sam laugh it off, thinking it's just another empty threat. They casually hang up, convinced nothing will come of it. Not long after, Brady decides to pull another prank. This time, he dials their neighbor while pretending to be a member of the neighborhood watch. In a serious tone, he warns that a group of teenagers disguised as pizza delivery guys have been going around robbing houses. The neighbor nervously admits that a delivery boy is already outside his home, despite never ordering any pizza. Amused, Brady and Sam keep the camera rolling, waiting to see what happens. But their laughter quickly fades when they realize the so-called pizza boy is none other than their friend, Mosley. Things spiral fast. The neighbor storms out holding a baseball bat, ready to confront the supposed intruder. Mosley, caught off guard, then notices Brady and Sam peeking from their window, recording the whole thing for laughs. Enraged and humiliated, Mosley storms over to their door, demanding an explanation. He snaps at them, saying the prank has gone too far and now he's stuck with the bill for a pizza he never wanted. Feeling guilty, Sam finally steps in and agrees to pay for it, realizing the joke wasn't so funny after all. Not long after, the boys receive another call from the same mysterious voice. This time, he promises that their night is about to get a whole lot more interesting. He warns them not to hang up under any circumstance, but Brady, still dismissive, ends the call anyway. Shrugging it off, the two go back to lounging around, putting on a movie while ignoring the repeated calls that keep coming in. Nearly an hour later, they finally pick up again, convinced the stranger is just wasting their time. But this time, the caller shocks them. He calmly addresses both of them by their full names, and even recites their home addresses word for word. To make matters worse, he brings up the prank they just pulled on their neighbor earlier that night, proving he's been watching them closely. The mood in the room shifts instantly. Fear replaces their laughter as they demand to know who he is. The man only replies that they'll find out soon enough, when they meet him face to face. Before hanging up, he introduces himself with a name that doesn't quite feel real, Mr. Lee. Suddenly, loud banging shakes the front door, and both boys nearly jump out of their skin. Thinking it must be Mr. Lee, they grab whatever they can find, getting ready for a confrontation. When they finally open the door, it's not a stranger. It's Payton, holding a pizza box. Annoyed, she accuses them of pulling another stupid prank just to mess with her. She explains that Mosley texted her earlier, saying he was sick, so she ended up stuck doing all his deliveries. Sam, confused, insists they never ordered a pizza. Still, he's glad she's there. Seizing the moment, he leads Payton upstairs, hoping to spend some time alone with her. He tries to convince her to stay, even leaning in for a kiss, but Payton gently pulls away, reminding him she still has work to finish. However, she suddenly changes her mind and agrees to go upstairs to talk. Meanwhile, Brady can't help himself. He's lurking near the door, filming the whole interaction with a grin, treating it like another joke. As soon as Payton leaves, the phone rings again. Mr. Lee's voice comes through the line, this time making it personal. He mocks Sam, revealing he knows about his rocky relationship and the struggles he's been having with Payton. Frustrated, the boys shout into the phone, demanding that Mr. Lee stop playing games. However, the man on the other end only insists that if they hang up again, there will be serious consequences. Brady scoffs at the threat and hangs up anyway. A moment later, his phone buzzes. It's a text from Mr. Lee, mocking him and warning that next time, he'd better answer. The uneasy silence between the boys grows heavier, and suspicion begins to creep in. They start to wonder if their friend Mosley could be behind all this. After all, he knows their phone numbers, their addresses, and even about the prank they just pulled on their neighbor. Before they can sort it out, Brady's phone lights up again with a new message. It's a blurry photo showing what looks like two people tied to chairs. At that same moment, the landline rings. Sam answers and hears Mr. Lee calmly confirm that he's not Mosley and that he's been listening to everything they've been saying. The tension spikes when Brady's phone pings again. This time, the picture is clear and horrifying. It shows his parents, bound to chairs, their faces filled with fear. Overcome with rage, Brady lashes out at Mr. Lee over the phone. The man's response is chilling.
You want your parents to live, you will not hang up.
But before Brady can respond, Sam slams the phone down and insists they need to contact the police right away. Brady reluctantly agrees. Sam quickly dials 911, only to freeze in terror when the operator's voice turns out to be Mr. Lee himself. In desperation, Sam grabs Brady's phone and tries again.
Afraid it's not gonna be that easy.
Panic sets in. Brady rushes toward the door, planning to run to the neighbor's house for help, but another message flashes on his phone. It warns them that if they step outside, his parents will be executed. That's when Sam notices something horrifying. His laptop's webcam light is on. The realization hits him hard. Mr. Lee is watching their every move. Before they can process this, the television screen suddenly flickers to life. A disturbing video begins to play, showing Mr. Lee standing over Roy, another member of their prankster group. Roy is battered, tied to a chair, and barely conscious. The boys stare in horror as Mr. Lee pulls a plastic bag over his head, suffocating him while they watch helplessly. When it's over, Mr. Lee's voice echoes through the room. He coldly declares that this was nothing more than a warm-up for what's still to come tonight. Suddenly, the entire house is plunged into darkness. At the same moment, Sam receives a chilling video message. It's Mosley, tied up and begging for help, and faint noises echo from the upstairs hallway. Believing his friend is trapped somewhere upstairs, Sam bolts up the staircase to rescue him. While he searches frantically, Mr. Lee keeps Brady on the line. If Brady agrees to do something for him, he promises to let both Brady and his parents go free. Meanwhile, Sam tears through each room upstairs, only to discover the source of the noise wasn't Mosley at all. It was just a roaming vacuum cleaner. Realizing he's been tricked, Sam dashes back downstairs, only to stumble across a horrific sight. Mosley is there, bound in plastic and tied to the back of a door by his neck. Sam desperately struggles to free him, but it's too late. The damage is already done. Mosley chokes out his final breath. Shaken, the boys cover the body and try to compose themselves, their nerves shattered. Sam, furious and desperate, presses Brady about what Mr. Lee said to him while he was upstairs. Brady finally admits that the man gave him a choice. It's time to decide who gets to live, and who won't make it through the night. But Sam refuses to give in, insisting there has to be another way out of this nightmare. Suddenly, the television flickers on, showing Payton being grabbed from behind. The boys freeze in terror. Brady, horrified, tries to bolt out of the house, but Sam rushes to stop him. Their argument quickly turns into a scuffle, and in the chaos Brady ends up getting knocked unconscious. Moments later, the TV screen lights up again, this time showing Payton bloodied, restrained, and tied to a chair. The sight shatters Sam. He pleads desperately, saying he'll do anything to keep her alive. Mr. Lee seizes the opportunity. He offers Sam a sick deal. If Sam kills Brady, he'll spare Payton, and they can both walk free. What Sam doesn't know at first is that Brady was given the exact same offer earlier. But unlike Sam, Brady chose to protect his best friend over himself. For a moment, he even contemplates going through with it. But at the last second, he can't bring himself to do it. Instead, he ties Brady to the railing, making sure he can't escape or cause more trouble. As the two friends continue to argue about their next move, the house is suddenly swallowed by darkness once more. A shadowy figure quietly slips through the background, though neither of them notices. The television then crackles to life again, playing a video of a young girl, Mr. Lee's daughter. Sam recognizes her instantly. She's the same child who randomly sent him a friend request earlier that very day. In that chilling moment, Sam realizes the truth. Mr. Lee has been watching them for far longer than they imagined. He's been stalking their entire prank group for the past year. Sam then stumbles across another disturbing video file. Brady panics and begs Sam not to open the file, but Sam, suspicious and furious, plays it anyway. What he sees shatters him. Payton, the girl he loves, in an intimate moment with Brady. The betrayal cuts even deeper when Sam realizes Brady secretly filmed the whole thing without her consent. Overcome with rage, Sam lashes out, pummeling his so-called best friend in the face. At that exact moment, the lights flicker back on. On the TV screen, the video feed of Brady's parents appears again, but something doesn't add up. Sam notices the clock in the background is 2 hours off, meaning the footage isn't live. It's a recording. Piecing it together, Sam demands proof that Payton and Brady's parents are still alive before taking another step. But Mr. Lee, ever manipulative, keeps pressing him to finish the job and kill Brady first. For a tense moment, it looks like Sam might give in. Instead, he makes a different choice, slashing through Brady's restraints and freeing him. He then stands firm, refusing to play along until he knows the truth. That's when Mr. Lee drops the bombshell. With chilling satisfaction, he reveals they've been tricked all along, and plays the gruesome footage of Brady's parents lying lifeless. The horrifying truth sinks in. Their lives ended the same night Mr. Lee made his first move. Brady is paralyzed with grief and horror, and before either of them can react, the house plunges into darkness once again. Cornered and out of options, Brady pushes Sam to go outside and find help. But Sam refuses to abandon him, insisting they both stick together. Reluctantly, Brady agrees, until the moment Sam steps out. Suddenly, Brady bolts the door shut, trapping himself inside. He's convinced Mr. Lee is still lurking in the house, and he's determined to end this once and for all. Meanwhile, Sam notices a white van parked nearby and cautiously moves toward it. Inside, he discovers Mr. Lee's elaborate CCTV setup, showing that every step of this night had been pre-planned. To his relief, he also finds Payton tied up inside and quickly frees her. Back in the house, Brady slips out the back door, only to stumble upon Mosley's lifeless body swaying eerily on a swing. Before he can react, Mr. Lee creeps up behind him like a shadow out of a nightmare. Outside, Sam suddenly hears Brady's agonizing scream. He tells Payton to call the police, then dashes back into the dark house. Every room he searches is filled with unsettling silence, broken only by eerie music playing out of nowhere. Then, out of nowhere, Payton's terrified scream echoes from the backyard. Sam rushes toward it, only to be ambushed from behind by the masked Mr. Lee. Sam and the masked figure clash in a brutal fight. Armed with his baseball bat, Sam manages to turn the tables and drives the attacker's own knife into him. But when he rips off the mask, his blood runs cold. It's Brady. His best friend's mouth had been gagged shut, and with his dying breath he whispers, "Brothers for life," before slipping away. Just then, the real Mr. Lee finally emerges. Broken and shaken, Sam demands answers. Mr. Lee explains that this is all payback for the night the pranksters targeted his home. The film then flashes back. The woman from the opening scene had dropped her phone and rushed for her gun after the prank call. Hearing movement near her daughter's room, she panicked and fired, accidentally killing her own child. Devastated beyond repair, she took her own life. Consumed by grief, Mr. Lee lays the blame on Sam and his friends, declaring they destroyed his family. He levels a gun at Sam, vowing to make him suffer the same fate. A gunshot echoes. The next morning, Sam awakens, alive but shattered. In one hand he grips a pistol, in the other a knife. Stumbling outside, he discovers all his friends' lifeless bodies sprawled in the yard, Payton among them. His anguished screams fill the air just as police swarm in and arrest him for the massacre. The film closes with a news broadcast. According to reports, Sam had flown into a jealous rage after discovering a secret video of Payton and Brady. Blinded by anger, he was accused of killing them, Brady's parents, and several others connected to the footage. And Mr. Lee's revenge is now complete. Thank you for watching until the end of this video. Subscribe for more videos like this.